leader Alexei Navalny have urged people to turn out en masse at midday in each time zone and vote for any candidate other than Mr. Putin or spoil their ballot. The rolling protest has been dubbed Noon Against Putin. Graham Satchell has this report.
In the snowy city of Sergei-Posad, 50 miles north of Moscow, election officials are going door to door. This is the final day in Russia's presidential election, and everyone, including the sick and the elderly, will get a chance to vote. Inessa Roshkova is 87. She's worried about the war in Ukraine. I wish this special operation would end as soon as possible. It's a pity people are dying, she says. What a pity. Can you imagine how many people died? And now our frontline regions are suffering. I'm an elderly person, but I'm really worried about this. The war is the main focus of this election. President Putin has turned it into a referendum on his handling of the conflict, and in his words, how he's protected Russia from what he sees as fascism in Ukraine. I came to vote for a man who does everything to ensure that there is no war in the world, this man says, that our country lives and prospers, and that there is no fascism in any country, not in Ukraine, nor any other parts of the world. There have been occasional sporadic protests, but they're tiny in number. This election, like all elections in Russia, is tightly controlled.
We shouldn't even call them elections. It's just sort of the song and dance procedure of how Putin is going to become president again. But it's the first time in the wartime, and so that's why they need this, to show that it's a referendum on Putin, on his actions, on his future 6 years, and that's why they really make it into a giant show of support.
Later this morning, supporters of the dead opposition leader Alexei Navalny are planning a series of larger protests. But that won't change the outcome. Why? Because President Putin's opponents are either in exile